What's going on, guys? Hope you're enjoying your week. I wanted to shoot a quick video giving you just an announcement on the midweek service. I know Pastor Josh has talked a little bit about it. I know some of you have heard a little bit about it, and I've sat down to talk about it with you guys. I want to explain what midweek is, the benefits of midweek, and what we're looking to accomplish. Before that, I just want to let you know I'm hanging out at home right now. I'm making this quick video, hanging out with Seth, who is currently writing a book.
Hi.
He's currently writing a book on dragons, so look for that on Amazon sometime in the future. So let's jump right into midweek. We got a few minutes. We're actually about to head out. We're gonna go register him for school. So pray for that. New school, new faces, new teachers. Should be a good semester. So let's get into midweek. What is midweek first? Midweek is going to be, a midweek Bible study that we're going to be launching in early September. We're going to be launching it on Wednesdays, typical church culture, and it's going to be a hybrid of community groups. Pause right there. A couple of weeks ago, we sent you guys a church-wide survey asking you questions that range from Sunday morning worship to community groups, and you guys responded, and you did excellent. And so we listened, and one of the things that we've seen within our community, or specifically our community groups, is that involvement is low. Some of you guys were at the workshop back in June, and one of the things that I shared with you guys was simply that for the past 6 months, church involvement of community groups or in community group is low, right? We only have about 70 plus people showing up, and so we wanted to create an opportunity for people to come out and be a part of community groups, get plugged into the church, funnel them in a much more easy and effective way. Midweek is designed to kind of tackle a few obstacles that we have seen within community groups. One of them being childcare. We love our kids, and the Valley loves to have kids, but our homes simply cannot accommodate 11 adults and 33 kids. It's rather difficult. And so when midweek starts, we're basically going to have childcare available. Midweek is going to be, by the way, hosted at our McAllen campus, at Logos Community in McAllen. And so we're going to have childcare. So you'll be able to bring your kids so that they can be taken care of and you can enjoy community group. Second has been going deeper in the Word. We saw within the survey that our people, you guys, would love to go deeper into theology. And so what we're going to do during midweek is the first half of it, it's going to be an hour and a half. For the first 45 minutes, what we're going to do is have this in-depth Bible studies where as we'll have a rotation of pastors, we're going to go over a particular subject. It's going to be topical, so we'll be able to cover an array of things from different types of topics and doctrines. And so we're going to go deep into the theology of whatever topic, doctrine we're in. And so that's the first 45 minutes. The second 45 minutes, we still keep that community group element. As community groups are there on Wednesday night, after the Bible study section, you get to split off, go back into your community groups there within the sanctuary, and go over or begin to discuss what we just finished learning, what we just finished hearing from the pastors. Additionally, we still go into a time of prayer and accountability, breaking off into groups of men and men and women with women. So the community group element is still there with this big emphasis on Bible study now. Now here are the benefits of it. When it comes to midweek, you don't necessarily have to prepare for your community group, because you guys will be at Logos hearing the same message, and whoever is teaching from the pulpit will prompt you with questions. For example, at the end of the message, they'll say, these are your questions for tonight. I want you guys discussing your thoughts on X, Y, and Z, or the application of this scripture, and how it applies to you and your community group. You'll also be given prayer prompts. This is what we want to pray for within this doctrine, within this text, within this message. And so those elements of community group are still there. So we've covered kind of two sides to this. Number one, obstacles, childcare, and going deeper into theology. Another thing that we've also covered in this brief conversation has been community group elements. Number one, discussion and prayer and accountability are still there. And number two, you don't have to facilitate as much because we're doing the preparation and facilitation for you now. So I know this brings up a few questions. So does this mean community groups is done? Are we completely done with that ministry? And the answer is no. This is going to be a hybrid. We're not putting all of our eggs in this one basket. So this is how it can work. If you are interested in being a part of MidWeek because it works with your schedule, you have a lot of kids, and this would totally get more people involved within your community group. It sounds like something that your community group would love to be a part of. Then you can go ahead and move your community group day to meeting on Wednesday. If it doesn't work for you, or it's simply something it's not of a big interest, you just simply like the way community group has been going, you can keep that. Okay, I want to completely support you in that. So you basically have options of having your community group on Wednesdays at Logos, or continuing your community group on Wednesday or any other day of the week. One thing that we are working on within that is the content that you'll be covering. Obviously, if you're not there on Wednesday, you will need to facilitate some time of teaching, and we want to be able to cover that content for you to make it as easy as possible. So if we go back to those elements of MidWeek that still apply to community group, which is discussion, prayer, and accountability, this takes a little bit of load off your shoulders, but it does put two main responsibilities, at least for those that are showing up on Wednesday. It does put two main responsibilities on your shoulders, and that's number one, community and mission. Okay, our people love gatherings. Our people are excited when it comes to gatherings, and so as community group leader, part of your job, part of your call as a community group leader is to continue on in community. And this is one thing I want to spend a little bit of time on when we're looking at spending time in community. We're doing this outside of Wednesday, just like you guys do it right now. Outside of your normal community group day, you guys hang out on the weekends. You guys have organized events like barbecues, or you go out and help somebody, and you have organic events. It's a Friday night, and you just ask, "Hey, come over, have a few drinks, enjoy the time," and you guys do that. So it's a mix of organized and organic events. Keep that going, and in fact, make it stronger, because we have seen culturally that our people love gatherings, and so we want to support that. The next thing is mission. One thing that I want to give to you guys, and this is honestly an area that we've been weak on, I want to give you the opportunity to have this mission and vision for your community group. Who do you want to reach out? So a community group should be a group of people that love Jesus, that reorient their lives to serve a people that they are called to. That might be people in your neighborhood. That may be people at the Catholic Church serving for the border crisis. That might be people at the soup kitchen. That may be people within your city, like artists or college students, teachers. What is your network of people that you're most passionate about? And so mission is going to be a big piece. And so as we accomplish that mission, having a large gathering is much better than having a small one. And what I mean by that is we're going to have these, encouragements of mission as you guys begin to build your vision for what the mission of your community group is. I want to be able to pair another 2 community groups that are within your city. So a quick example would be if myself, Seth, and Kevin live in McAllen. I want us to meet and discuss where our heart is at for McAllen. Whether it's the arts district, or it's the homeless, or it's one of our neighborhoods. I want us to come to a place to where we agree this is the people that we are called to, and this is why we are called to them. Once we make that decision, I want to take it to our community groups and say, hey, as community groups, as us 3 community groups, we're going to get together, and our missional piece, our missional focus is going to be this neighborhood or this part of the city or this group of people. It will be much more effective having 3 community groups reaching out to a group of people than simply one. Additionally, it is less intimidating for non-Christians or non-believers or people that are new to the church because it's a larger gathering. And so if we have a larger gathering and say that we're going to go to the Arts District of McAllen, it's less intimidating. It's much more welcoming because there's a group of people. There's safety in numbers and comfort in crowds. And so that's ultimately what we want to do on the missional piece. And I know this may sound a little confusing. I know this video is running kind of long, so I'm going to cut it here. But one thing that I do want you guys to think about is if you desire to want to go deeper in your theology, you need childcare, and you think Wednesday nights would be a great fit for your community group, consider doing midweek. If you want to not be a part of it or you want to just continue doing what you're doing, I encourage you to continue doing that. We're going to talk a little bit about this more when we meet in August 23rd, I believe. I'll send you the itinerary later today. Again, I'm so sorry that this video went long. I was actually shooting for under 3 minutes, and we're nearing 12. So I'm sorry about that, guys, but that's the big focus, right? We want 80% of our churches not involved in any sort of community, but they love large gatherings. So what we want to do is provide an avenue that allows people to come in and be a part of it. I'm not saying that all 80% will be a part of it, but even if we go from a community involvement of 20% to 30% in a couple of months, that's a big jump. He doesn't smile very much.
Hi.
Yeah. All right, guys, so we're at 12 minutes. That's all I got for you. If you guys got questions, please write them down. Give them to me at the August workshop. Or email me, marco@logoscommunity.com. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you during the week.